now with Lisa Montero in the finals of the open class. So coming in here, she's not feeling like a fresh black belt that can't hang with Gabby. She's ready. And you can see these women they're both very aggressive. And these are also two very physical women as well.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. A really interesting observation. And McComb, even though she is by far the smaller competitor, and actually posted a really cool, really cool post on her Instagram not too long ago about the physical transformation that she'd gone through this year by dropping, I want to say,
like 30 pounds.
Yeah, maybe like 3 weight classes or something, right?
She dropped a lot.
Yeah, getting down to featherweight, but still, even though she's much lighter and smaller than she was, she's just as physical, right?
She's very physical, very aggressive, and she is very much stronger than she looks. Because,
really?
Oh yeah, when we fought at the NoGi Worlds 2019, she was a few weight classes up, and it was a very great match. She was stronger than some of the heavyweight girls I fought. And then watching her at the Pan Ams in the open class, I think she looks even better now. So I think she's fast, she's fierce, and she's relentless, which is why I love watching her fight. She's very relentless, and similar to Hafa. I mean, Hafa's
nice little Uchimata style whizzer kick on the edge of bands there.
You see a lot of those Uchimatas with Wizard. The problem is if you cannot control the far arm, you will not finish the takedown. The person will always post on their hand.
Just base out, yeah.
So you see that a lot, and it looks exciting, but it's hard to finish if you don't have that arm.
Absolutely.
Gabby's keen to that. She has great stand-up. Gabby will full guard or play on top.
I like the way that Guedes is kind of keeping her hands down, almost inviting McComb to come in as well.
Yes. Right? And I'm wondering if we're going to see Gabby's patented jump guillotine, because she will, looks like she might be thinking about it. She will jump up on top of you from the standing position and get to that guillotine. She finishes a lot of people with that 10-finger guillotine.
Andre and Angelica Galval coaching Rafaela Guedes right there. You can see in the corner. Oh, actually, excuse me. That's Jennifer Aquino, the Atos teammate. Sometimes it's hard to tell sometimes with the masks on. You just get a glimpse.
You can't see, just the hair, right?
Yep.
Go by the hair.
I believe she took gold in her division yesterday in the gi.
Yeah, so we're 5 minutes in here. I think Gabby's looking for that guillotine, but she's chasing the head now. We're 5 minutes in, still on the feet. They do not even look tired. They're both in great shape. Gabby's doing a very good job. Even when she reaches for the head, this is something that really does her well, is when she reaches for the head, she keeps her elbow tight to the body.
Right.
So she's not allowing for any underhooks to come in. She doesn't leave her arms open. And she does a great job of control here. So it looks like Hafa would be a lot more powerful. She's bigger and stronger, but I'm telling you, Gabby is a machine. Very strong, very physical. And when you combine that with her amazing technique and speed, it's incredible to see. And I'm wondering if we're just going to have we're going to stand and bang and try to figure out a takedown.
Lots
or
of hand fighting and wrestling.
Someone is going to...
It does make me wonder, though, you said about the jumping guillotine attack, of course, with that height advantage that Guedes enjoys. If Gabby wants to get that head down, she wants to get onto that neck, she's going to have to do a good job of breaking that posture first, right?
She will, and I'm telling you, she jumps and she's in the air. Like, she gets high. Like, it is incredible to see her do this. But she does it on people a lot taller than herself all the time, and she finishes it quite often. But I think Hafa is obviously, she's probably been watching Gabby for a long time, and she also knows that's coming too. So she's not too worried. She's keeping a good, tall posture, so I think she kind of respects the head attacks. We almost saw a little snatch single there from Gabby. And again, that elbow tight to the chest doesn't really allow for Rafaela to enter off of that side. She just kind of stiff arm with her elbow. Rafa looking very aggressive here on the edge.
And with this big mat space, I feel like that's maybe one area where Guedes still needs to gain some experience. Is that what was the point of shooting a takedown right on the edge of bounds like that? You got this big mat space. If you're going to be expending that energy, you should be doing it in the center of the mat.
It's true, and it's kind of a thing. I've talked to athletes about this before. It's like a double-edged sword, because you expend energy and don't get anything for it, but it does show this little level of aggression to the ref, like, hey, I'm getting after it. Hey, I'm going after it. And so there is, in my opinion, a little bit of strategy there. And I've kind of been there myself, where I'm like, well, I'd rather go out looking like I'm attacking rather than just stepping out of the bounds, right? And hoping to get reset. I only saw a little attempt at the jump guillotine there. Wow, nice. That was a better attack.
See Guedes coming around to the back and trying to pick up, taking her down.
Gabby's not easy to put down, though. Like, she has a very strong base, even though she's significantly smaller.
I think she's trying to roll through for the knee bar
I
here.
think so, but Hoppa's doing a good job keeping that leg wide. She's not going to be able to reach underneath. Wow, big back attack here, and both hooks went in for second. Wow.
Oh, my word. McComb
Oh,
now on
there's
the
the head
neck.
attack. But is she going to get the 2 or is she going to get advantages here? I think just the advantages. No 2 points because we were in the middle of a back attack when the takedown occurred. So 2 advantages here, and now we're in a strong close guard position, but the time is running down.
Yeah, that was a
seconds.
great sequence, though. I think that, McComb, like you said, showing her strength and her balance and able to defend those takedowns from Guedes and almost coming back, firing back with her own guillotine attack. But now this close guard position, you have to think that that Guedes is probably thinking, well, I've got this. I can just ride this out. And McComb, really, the pressure is on her now.
It is, but I do think that Hoffa needs to be careful here because I think it's looking a lot like passivity. So I think the ref will not hesitate to call this for a penalty. But I don't know. Also, Gabby's doing a good job of holding the posture down. So right now it could be both of those things. Hard to call one way or the other. The underhook of Gabby looks nice, but Hoffa's almost countering it with like a whizzer closure of her own. Not even like she's trying to posture up and get out of the underhook, just keeping her elbow clinched around Gabby's. It's an interesting. Normally people just try to posture up just like that, like she just did. I wonder if there's going to be a passivity call here, or if Gabby's just going to keep trying to push away, create space. 30 seconds left. Is very close. 2 advantages. Been a great physical fight, but Gabby's going to need a little more room to get underneath Hoffa here, which looks like she's trying to do. Hoffa's now standing, but they are close to the edge as well. So a sweep here might be a little risky. 10 seconds. I think Hoffa's going to try to ride out here with her base, but Gabby does start to come
inversion
up.
underneath, but unfortunately it is too little, too late. And your winner, Rafaela Guedes of Atos. Very happy there with that win.
Yeah, that was a big win. McComb,
2 big wins in a row, actually. I mean, that win against Tara White by submission, and now this advantage win over Gabby McComb. That is going to put Guedes into the absolute final. Now, we're going to bounce over to Mat 1 because over here we actually have the other side of this absolute division. It's going to be Nikki Sullivan up against Vanessa Griffin. And, of course, Sullivan also from Atos, just like the Guedes. So, depending on how this one plays out, this crucial semi-final, we could either see Team Oider against Vanessa Griffin going to the final, or we could see a closeout between Guedes and Sullivan. Let's see.
This is an interesting fight that I'm sure has happened before, but I personally have not seen these 2 ladies go together. Vanessa Griffin had a really good match with Hoffa at the Gi Pan Ams. Very, very good fight and has a great closed guard as well.